Okay, hello guys and welcome back. I know some time happened between this streaming and the previous one. I changed my avatar. Let me know what you guys think about this one. And right now, I just made sure that we were able to go inside the world, so I didn't start my streaming before loading everything. So I'm just gonna calibrate my avatar to fit my actual height, because it's not calibrated right now. Okay, I'm standing up straight. Okay, this is well, no, this is actually not better. I mean, I'm a little guy, but not so little. Okay, this is way better. Okay, we're going in now. Let me just check because I think my dev is writing. And yeah, we're gonna be able to jump in. Okay. So, well, really quick, this is ISG Metaverse Lobby, uh, which, as I told you before, are the ones that are hosting our VR experience right now. And, well, after we finish going into the world, I'm gonna give you a quick tour around the things that you can find now. However, the idea that I want you to keep in mind is that we are right now inside one of the VR worlds, which actually are NFTs. So we are inside, well, not inside an NFT, but anyways, we are technically inside a second layer on top of Somnium space. And now we're going to enter a third layer deeper into the metaverse, going into our VR experience. Okay, so now we're in. Okay, guys. So, this is the main and basic experience of Taiba Lab Ed-Tech VR. And as you might find out, this is not like a regular Ed-Tech experience. Why isn't it? Because we're not looking to replace the school. So we don't want to build anything that is remotely similar to a school. We want to build something completely different. Because I remember when I was a kid and I started playing Mad Rescue and World Rescue, which were DOS games, really old school games. And the fun thing is that I was learning to read and learning to do basic math operations, and I didn't feel like I was, studying. What I felt like is that I was playing a game which had embedded mechanics that made me learn new things like words and new things like basic operations. So this is the whole thing that we want to reproduce in here. The fact that we're in a universe like experience, and that we can like watch and see these crazy scenarios that might not have like a sense in the beginning, but if we go and detail some of the stuff that we might find in here and that you will find in here, if you want to come in, you're gonna see that there's a bunch of things that point towards our ancient culture, like for example that pictogram, which is from the Muisca culture, an ancient tribe here in Colombia. And you will find other things that will make you learn or at least get in touch to some ancient knowledge, and that will rescue some of the things that are being just basically dying inside the museums because there's no interaction there, because our kids are not so driven to enjoy that kind of experiences, although I know these are important and I love them. And in fact, some of the inspiration for doing this came from back when I was able to visit various museums. However, gaming is something that is just a fact right now. Our kids love gaming. They love gaming even if it's through their phones, or maybe they have a console, or maybe they do it with their PC, but they love gaming, and it's something that we're not gonna eradicate from the lives. I mean, it would be so silly to believe that we can replace the kind of interaction and the kind of interests that games rise on our kids. So we thought with the team that the best way to approach this challenge that is real right now within our society is just to build a VR experience in which the kids will learn to do things that they can incorporate to their daily lives, but learn them in a fun way. So that way they won't feel like they are studying, but even so, they will be learning skills that they will be able to operate and include to their daily lives. So this, for example, right here is the first floor of our basic main temple. This is, by the way, a math basic experience that we're gonna watch right now. And the whole point of this experience is learn about equivalencies, constants, and variables. So there are clues hidden among this building that will help us to uncover the equivalencies between these crystals that we found in here, which are, by the way, grabbable objects in VR. I'm using VR right now. So this guy right here, this crystal, it has an equivalency with a number, and we have to uncover which number it is equivalent with. And well, we can also play with the crystal. You know, it's fun to pick things in VR and throw them. So we find these normal maps, which are the same objects that we found inside the crystals, and there's a clue hidden among these walls that will reveal which number they are equivalent to. And if we go to the next floor, we will find that there's another clue also print in the walls. You see? So these are all ancient pictograms that correspond to different cultures from Colombia, ancient cultures. And we also made the lore of, let me go into free flight mode. Okay. So we also made like this lore around an ancient being that in this case it's called Taiba. So Taiba was the goddess of the moon for the Pijao culture. And we wanted to bring back these ancient tales and these ancient stories and combine them with futuristic and mystic environments to make that this learning process is unique, it's fun, and integrates not only the concepts that they are learning about math, but also the ancient cultures that are forever lost if we don't do something to rescue them. So we have a second crystal. See, this has a different shape than the other one. And okay, later on we're gonna speak about those things that we are watching there. And we can go into the third floor. This is a fully walkable temple. Then something happened. Whoops. Okay, this is some of the fun stuff that happens in VR, you know? Okay. We can go back in. In fact, I think I can go back easy from this rock right here. Okay. Okay, back on track. Okay. And now I will reach the 3rd floor. Here in the 3rd floor, I will find a number. So the whole point is that I need to solve a puzzle, a math puzzle, to be able to unlock the next mechanic or the next area to keep advancing. So this is basically something that is like merging 2 different game genre. In one side we have the puzzle genre, and in the other side we have like a platform, a VR platform game. So what we can do is that we can solve the puzzle by grabbing these crystals that we find right here and placing them into those altars that we see down there. So from here, if I want to, I can fly down there and deposit my crystal. This flying mechanic is it's a Somnium space mechanics, not mine. So I can place the crystal here. Yes. And afterwards I can just click into this add sign. And as you might be able to see right now, there's something new in our world, and it's the fact that this portal's activated. So what we just did is we solved the puzzle. If we okay, let me go into flight mode again. If we go and check on top of the 3rd floor, it must say that we solved the puzzle correctly. See, we can't find right now any puzzle to be done at the moment, which means that we solved it correctly. And we activated a mechanic that will enable us to reach the next point. So by the end of the puzzle, which it's a random puzzle, it can be just one crystal featuring a number, or it can be a number that will need for us to make an operation between 2 of the crystals, or it might be a different kind of operation in which we gotta go for a cluster by another to reach the desired number. But we're gonna be using those crystals and those altars to solve these puzzles, and then we're gonna trigger the next mechanic of the game, which is the platform mechanic, which is really hard, to be honest. It's not easy to do this part, so in case that I'm not able to do it, I'm probably going to just fly to the next area. Okay, I think I will have to fly over it. So this is a fun game, but it's also a challenging game. You know, it's not like you're gonna just be able to solve things really easy. You know. Okay. Okay, but for the sake of the demonstration, see, it's not a so easy game. I'm gonna fly to the next stage and I'm gonna show you what happens there. Okay, this guy has really short legs, so he flies really slow, so I think I'm gonna just change my avatar. But yeah, the basic idea is just to fly around these elevators. They're gonna push you and then you're gonna fly and you're gonna plane to reach the next one until you're able to reach this platform right here. If there's someone from Colombia watching this right now, I'm sure it's gonna be familiar for you. This pictogram right here. Which, by the way, we modeled just for this experience. It's not a prefab asset. It's an asset that we made particularly for this that we're experiencing right now. So now this is the platform part. Okay, so basically we have to dodge these fireballs that we're watching right now, because they're gonna try to just take us down and make us fall, and we'll have to just start again. Okay, so I have to keep in mind that they have a collider. You see that they try to push me outside. You see this one? Oh! So what I have to do is just I have to try and reach the next one before. Okay. Okay, well this is basically the idea, you know, it's not so easy. Which is the whole point, right? Because we don't want the kids to just be like, ah, yeah, 1 + 1 is 2 and I reached the next level. No, we want them to face something fun or something challenging, because that's the whole point of making an education experience to be fun. It's not just about solving a problem or memorizing something, but it's also about having fun with the mechanics of the game. You can tell that I'm not so good doing this, but anyways, I just want you to check the next part. So this is all like with a mystic ambience, which you can see now. The sun god. Someone might say that it's Ra, but on our ancient culture it was called Ta, with T, T-A. So basically by facing this platform mechanics and achieving the challenge to make it through the other side on top of each one of these, you will be able to reach the next stage and unveil the next secret, uncover whatever is lying inside this giant titan. As you can tell, these sculptures are massive, and it's really something amazing to watch this in VR. So inside of his skull, we can see that there is another building which is being developed right now. And inside of this building, we're gonna find another puzzle that we will have to solve in order to be able to open another section in another experience. And in the process, we will learn or practice some of the basic concepts of math, and that's the whole point of the game. So why math? Why did we choose math and not, for example, history or something else? Because we are right now facing a revolution in the way the internet is being developed, and the responsibility of developing this future iteration of internet that by the way, metaverse is like its strongest point. It's gonna be by building and training a new generation of creators. And you know that coding, it's available, and the main skill that the kids will have to learn in order to be able to develop their own experiences. So by doing these kind of games, these kind of puzzles where they have to solve math problems, and they have to understand abstract concepts as equivalences, variables, and constants, and operations, and using boxes and using sockets and triggers to be able to run scripts, is the same things, or are the same things that they're going to be facing in their daily tasks if they want to build something that implies doing some kind of coding. And for example, in the case of Somnium Space VR, if they want to get involved in what's happening here and they want to become builders of this metaverse, they will be in need to develop skills in visual scripting, which is not the usual way of creating code by basically writing lines of code, but it's actually playing with boxes and cables to create these scripts. So it has all the sense, if you see it in that way, of learning how to solve these kind of problems using crystals and using sockets, because it's really similar to what they will be doing using visual scripting to create their own stuff. And the other thing is that this metaverse really give us full control over whatever we want to create inside of their technology. And this is the fun part, because we're able to create something and develop it and deliver it right away. And this is basically shortening the chain production of software, because we don't have to go into Apple or Google Play Store to be able to deliver an experience like this, and have to wait until an audition process happens before being able to release it. But basically we can iterate this experience as much as we want and just upload it again and again until it reaches a state that it's good for us and good for the public. So right now, if you guys want to check this experience right here, you want to bring your kids in here and play with them, this is totally free. You just have to go into Steam, open your Steam account if you don't have one, see in the browser of the Steam launcher, search for Somnium Space VR, which is the metaverse in which we are right now. You can download the client for free, and funny stuff that happens in VR, right? You can download the client for free. You just have to run the updates. You open your account. If you own a crypto wallet, you can link your crypto wallet with Somnium Space, which will enable you to, for example, place NFTs that you might own into one of these experiences, or into one of the parcels, which is something that I didn't cover in this video, but we will cover soon. And after that, you can start either creating or coming into not only this experience, but I mean hundreds of experiences that are already live inside that metaverse. So if you want to come in, you open your account, connect your wallet address if you like to, or if you don't, just create an account on their website, enter into Somnium Space VR, come into parcel 2588. In the previous video that I released, there's a guide into how to look for the parcel inside the game map and go through a teleporter into the actual parcel to access the ISG Metaverse lobby. And you will find inside the ISG Metaverse lobby not only this, but other worlds that you'll be able to access for free right now. No tricks, no small letters. It's fully free, easy, all accessible experience in VR, and you basically will be able to start creating or start having fun. And by the way, this is a multiplayer experience, which means that if you want to come in VR, and maybe you just have one VR headset, but you want to come inside this place with your kid, you can put the VR headset on him to come into VR, and you can use another laptop or another desktop to enter the experience and join with him. Obviously, the puzzles are individual; these are not sync, so it means that no matter how many people enters into this experience, they all will have to find the solution for each one of the puzzles to be able to activate the mechanics that we are watching right now. So guys, I'm really thankful for the ones that are watching right now, and the people that's gonna be watching this after we end up the streaming. We'll be filling you up with more details and updates about the things that we're going to be developing in here. This is just the first showcase of what we're building. We are Taiba Lab, and we're building an ecosystem inside Somnium Space VR dedicated to deliver the latest Ed-Tech technology possible for immersive learning experiences. Take care, and we'll be back again.